Okay, one of the things that I'm going to add onto the end of this series of installing these upper control arm mounts, one of the things that I didn't mention is that when you're cutting this and figuring out exactly where to notch it to go over your frame, before you weld it, you want to make sure that the upper control arm, that the piece of pipe that the bolt goes through in the middle of the mount is square with your cross member, absolutely square. And so before I tacked this into place, after I had it all mocked up and I made sure that all my measurements were right and and everything was I made sure that it was square before I tacked it into place. That was the last thing that I checked. Okay, another thing that I wanted to add is a couple of things that I noticed. Once you have this all mocked up and you've got it tacked into place where you're going to leave it, a couple of things came to my attention with the lower A-frame level and then the spindle face perpendicular, which is what you want, and then you have your 12.5 inches from your upper shock mount to your lower shock mount. This control arm mount is level. I've got that right there. If you'll look, you can see this right here if I can line up on it. It is 0 degrees. So this is level, and which stands to reason, because I think that's how they have it engineered, and that's where they got the 12.5 inches with the lower A-frame level. Everything, it all works out the way they designed it. The one on the other side is also level. I checked it. Another thing too, one thing I wanted to double check, earlier we talked about the angle of the mount being slightly higher, 3/8 of an inch higher in the front than in the rear, and you can see that on both sides. I wanted to make sure that both sides were exactly the same, and so not only did I measure them, I also checked to make sure that they both were the same on each side. This is exactly 3 degrees, and when I put it on the other side, it's exactly 3 degrees, and so both of them are the same. So just a little bit of additional information that I wanted to add onto this before I finished. And again, good luck with your project, and hope you find the videos somewhat informative and helpful. I know that the camera work, I've done this with my phone, this whole thing, and I know that it lacks a lot to be desired, but we're not a professional photography thing. You know, we don't have that going on. This is in my shop, and I'm just trying to help a few people out so that they'll have a little bit better, a little bit easier time putting this together. You know the old saying, a picture's worth 1,000 words, so maybe a video's worth 1,000,000. Anyway, good luck.